Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today, in fact, let's do the comparison. Comparison between UK, British, or Britain, whichever way you understand it, whether UK, whether Britain, whether British, all the global. Let's do the comparison with Nigeria, Nigerians, and whichever one. Let's do the comparison of these two things. A system that works and a system that doesn't work. Let's say we have two democracies, two different results. Voters hold power in one of the country, which is UK. The other one, voters don't hold power. It's the politicians that have the power, that want to tell us what they want to do with our lives, with our destiny, with our future, with our children and children. Mhm. Okay. This one, Prime Minister, like I said before, Prime Minister just resigned from UK. In Nigeria, it can never happen. Not even Senate, not even minister. Nobody will ever talk of resign. They rather die there than to resign. Are we talking about the president? He will never do that. Even when people are crying, shouting, chanting, things are hard, things are terrible, we are suffering, it's choking us, the system is choking us, this regime is choking us, we need help, let them give us changes, we need light, we need security, we need this, we need that. Just basic amenities, no good health infrastructure, nothing. They will still never resign. They will still remain there. Okay. So when we look at this comparison, we begin to imagine that what is going on in Nigeria? Why? Why are things going on this way in Nigeria? How can two countries both claim to be democracies, yet produce completely different results? Two countries that claim to be democracy. This one say I'm practicing democracy. This one say I'm practicing the same democracy. And it's the UK that gave us our freedom. Still, we are getting two different results in that same democracy we say we are practicing. How come? Okay. In Britain, in Britain, politicians can lose power overnight if voters are unhappy. That is where system works. That is a country that is doing the right thing, that allow voters to have power over the politicians, because the politicians are there to serve. That is what will happen in Britain. While in Nigeria, citizens feel politicians remain powerful regardless of public opinion. Even as we are crying, shouting, they still feel that they have the power over us. The citizen will think, leave them. Not be there for power. May we leave them. Wetin we go do? God go take control. Heaven help those who help themselves. If you have a car now, you did not put fuel in your car, you did not put petrol in your car, will that car move? That car will never move. No matter how you push it, it will never move. Same thing with our life. Same thing with us and this politician. If we did not stand our ground and said we've had enough, enough is enough, leave us alone, let us live in peace, God will never support us. God will never come and assist us. He will just be there watching and looking at us, because he has given us everything. All the power is in our hand. How we use it, how we utilize it is left for us. That is just one thing I understand about this. Okay. Today, we are comparing Kestama's Britain with Bola Tinubu's Nigeria to understand why one political system appears to work better than the other. That is what the paper says here, according to this paper. We are comparing these two together. We are comparing, look at what he says there. He said, we are comparing today, we are comparing Keir Britain with Bola Tinubu's Nigeria to understand why one political system appears to work better than others. Let's do the comparison, my fellow Nigerians. Let's do the comparison and see why we still allow ourselves to be used over and over and over again by all these politicians. They don't want us to have peace. They don't want us to breathe. But the president told us that time, said, let the poor breathe. Even now, there's nothing like middle class. It's either rich or poor. And the rich are getting richer while the poor are getting poorer. We, the poor people, we, the common people, where do we stand? How are we going to survive? How are we going to thrive through all this insecurity, all this cost of living, everything? How are we going to survive it? So it's left for us now, come 2027. We should forget about all this governorship election, what's it called? Councillors and chairmanship. We should forget. Let's focus on the bigger picture, presidency. Because if the head is good, every part of the body, all the other system will be good. They will all reset. Like Peter Obi always say, if I become the president tomorrow of Nigeria and I don't steal, I'm not corrupt, my wife doesn't steal, she is not corrupt, my children doesn't steal, they are not corrupt. He said that we have reduced corruption 50%. Me, I even say 60%. The other ones, when they say that the leader, the president is not corrupt, is not stealing, the family, they are not corrupt, they are not stealing, they will reset. Just naturally. Everything will start going normally. Everything will reset. We'll be able to fight security. We will be able to fight insecurity in our lives. And all this insecurity that is happening now, we will fight them. We will now have security. We will be safe in our country. Every state, they will be safe in their own states. That is it. So please, my well-meaningful Nigerians, we should stand up and take our country by force, by making sure we go out there on that day, on that election day, to vote. Stay and defend your vote. I will always say it, if you will not defend your vote, don't bother. Stay in your house and eat your food. Let's still suffer for another 4 years till 2031 to 2031. That's it too. That's just what I said I should come and just say here, so that we all will hear and listen. Once again, I really appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you and have a good time. Bye.